Hi, so I'm talking again. Don't mind my hair, it looks bad, I know, that's what I was on. But anyways, so I was thinking about how just terribly upset I was today. And one of the things that I keep thinking about, which whether it's true or not, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. But one of the things that came to my mind was a soul tie. And unfortunately, I have more than I would like to have. But I think soul ties can happen many different ways, rather, other than just being sexually intimate with someone. And sometimes I think that soul ties just, they are what they are. You were meant to meet, and that's just it. That's what I believe. Because sometimes you just have that connection with someone, whatever it is. But you were going to meet that person no matter what, right? Not a soulmate, but a soul tie. You've been tied to them since the beginning of time, right? But I think there's this magic in meeting that person that you're soul tied to and experiencing a part of life with them. Last night I had a dream about somebody. Like they were really in my dream last night, and the day before I was thinking about them. And then today I just have this sadness and heaviness, and I was struggling so bad, and I thought about them. I'm like, is it you, or are these your emotions that I'm carrying right now? Because why do I feel like this? I have no reason. I mean, let me not say that. There are reasons for me to feel how I felt today, but it was just this overwhelming sense of just having to convince myself that I'm worthy of life. And that's part I would take ownership of some of that feeling, but I know it's not all mine. And this is someone who I'm no longer in contact with, and I would love to reach out to them, but part of me feels like I should, honestly, feels like I should reach out and say something, but then another part of me is like scared to do it, even though I didn't. I want to say that I didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but then that feels like just putting the blame on them. But honestly, it's like I didn't do anything wrong, and so I think about this person so much. I care about this person a lot, and I really miss this person, and so it is what it is. But sometimes I think about them, I'm just like, are you the reason that I'm like, these emotions are not mine? Which, number one, what a beautiful thing to be so connected to someone, to experience the things that they're feeling. But oh my goodness, the weight that carries. And then to be someone who has so much empathy, I believe would be the word, but empathy in their heart for somebody else, and still love them and go through joy. Like I deserve like a just no, I don't deserve, but it's like, look at me go and continue to love, even though that's not an emotion that I necessarily have, but I choose to feel that way. And to even be able to do that, I think is such a wonderful thing. And I say this as if I was like speaking to somebody else, but then there's this reality of like, you can speak to yourself like this as well. You can do that as well. And it's not coming from cockiness, but the realization of like, you're human, but look at how look at what you're choosing. It is a beautiful thing to be able to have and make the choice of like, but I love you still, and it doesn't matter. It matters, of course, and you have to learn your boundaries and everything, but like, is that not beautiful? And anyways, sometimes I don't even know. A lot of times I just have a feeling more than the words. And the feeling is like it's like pressure and colors, and the feeling more so is an environment that I can see and feel rather than have the words. And the environment that I was in was so purple and green. But in like what's it called? The Aurora Borealis, like that kind of way. But it felt, when something's so beautiful, it's scary. That's what it felt like. It was like, I get it, but I fear what I don't know. And the thing is, I didn't know where these feelings were coming from. I love that I get to feel I'm human. I love this experience, but I didn't know where it was coming from, and that was really scary. And I'm not saying that it's this person's fault or nothing, but to have that dream about them and then be on my mind, and after that have this like breakdown of who carried that weight. And I think in the dream they were asking me for help, and I was surprised that they were even talking to me. I was like, what? I remember thinking to myself in my dream, like, wait, you're talking to me now? That kind of thing. And I don't know if that just overwhelmed me, or I was missing, or maybe I was just simply feeling their feelings. But I don't know. That's my obsession about trying to explain what I felt. Ugh.